Welcome to Starwatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. What if the greatest love story in the C-drama world was never officially told? Only felt, seen in silence, and hidden behind the cameras. What if the most guarded heart in showbiz slowly opened? Because one man waited long enough. Welcome back, drama lovers. This is K-Star Insider, your go-to place for the most emotional stories in the world of Chinese celebrities and entertainment. Today, we invite you into a world of subtle affection, wordless support, and unshakable loyalty between two of the biggest stars in Chinese entertainment. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, co-stars of the iconic drama The Untamed. Let's dive into the moments that make fans believe. Sometimes, love speaks loudest in silence. Have you ever seen two people who seem like complete opposites? Yet when they're together, something magnetic happens? That's exactly what we witnessed with Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, two megastars who, on the surface, appear cold, composed, and strictly professional. Wang Yibo, known for his unreadable poker face, his calm, almost icy exterior, and laser-focused career as an actor, singer, and professional racer. On the other hand, Xiao Zhan, graceful, polite, and emotionally guarded after surviving intense public scrutiny. They weren't supposed to connect, and yet, the unexpected happened. Their first real bond began on the set of The Untamed, a fantasy epic that took the world by storm. But what fans fell in love with wasn't just the incredible on-screen chemistry. It was what happened when the cameras weren't rolling. The subtle moments between takes, the unexplained glances, the way they began to move in sync, not just as characters but as people. No dramatic declarations, no tabloid scandals, just a feeling, a quiet, electric kind of closeness, the kind you don't announce, the kind that grows in silence. And fans noticed. They began compiling clips, dissecting body language, tracking every moment that felt too real to act. Because this wasn't typical co-star behavior. This was something else, something deeper. It didn't scream romance, but it whispered it. And in that whisper, 1,000 hearts began to believe. Maybe, just maybe, this wasn't just acting. This was connection, raw, real, and undeniably rare. Love doesn't always speak in grand declarations. Sometimes it speaks in the smallest gestures, the kind that slip under the radar unless you're really paying attention. That's exactly how Wang Yibo shows he cares. While others may bring flowers or write love songs, Wang Yibo does something rarer. He observes, quietly. He notices when Xiao Zhan is tired, even before Xiao Zhan says a word. He senses when a moment is too loud, too much, and offers calm, without asking for anything in return. On the set of The Untamed, Yibo's quiet attentiveness became a love language all its own. He didn't interrupt. He didn't overstep. Instead, he placed a water bottle in Xiao Zhan's hand before his voice went hoarse. He moved a chair slightly forward, so Xiao Zhan could rest between takes. He even once slipped a small pillow behind Xiao Zhan's back, a moment caught only by a fan's keen camera lens. These aren't grand gestures. They're invisible kindnesses, only seen when you're looking with your heart. And for someone like Xiao Zhan, who has faced storms of criticism, public pressure, and emotional exhaustion, this type of quiet support means everything. It says, I see you. I'm here. You don't have to pretend with me. This is the kind of connection that doesn't need words or validation or spotlight. It's the kind of bond that's felt, not performed. And in a world where so much is fake, this felt incredibly real. Because sometimes, the gentlest touch says more than 1,000 spoken confessions. In the glittering world of fame, loyalty is rare. When storms come, most people run. But Wang Yibo, he stood still. The year was 2020. Xiao Zhan was thrown into one of the harshest scandals in CN history. A digital wildfire that scorched everything in its path. Brands dropped him. Netizens tore him apart, and the silence around him grew so loud, it felt suffocating. But amidst the chaos, one person didn't flinch. Wang Yibo didn't speak to the media. He didn't defend Xiao Zhan publicly. But he didn't erase him either. In a world where unfollowing someone could mean survival, Yibo kept following. In live streams, he still played Xiao Zhan's songs. In interviews, he mentioned him casually but deliberately, like a quiet reminder, I haven't forgotten. I won't pretend. That's not just friendship. That's integrity. That's the kind of silent strength that tells you who someone really is, not when it's easy to stay, but when it costs everything. For Xiao Zhan, who had been betrayed by the very system that once celebrated him, Yibo became something unexpected, a quiet shelter, a fixed point, a person who stayed when staying was hardest. There were no grand speeches, no hashtags, no public defense, just presence. And sometimes that's the greatest act of love. Because when the world turns its back, and one person still chooses you, that choice echoes louder than applause. So while everyone else walked away, Wang Yibo walked closer. Not with noise, but with unshakable loyalty. And maybe that's when Xiao Zhan truly began to trust again. Wang Yibo has always been a mystery. To fans, to the media, even to his closest colleagues. He's the man who never gives too much away. His expressions are unreadable, his answers short, his presence guarded. A wall of ice surrounds him, as if he's spent years learning to trust only himself. But something changed. Not all at once. Slowly, subtly. The kind of shift that only shows when he's near one person. Xiao Zhan. Suddenly, the man with the famously unreadable face would smile. Not the forced photo-op smile, but the kind that lifts just one side of his lips. A smile that he doesn't even realize is happening. Fans noticed it right away. When Xiao Zhan made a joke, Wang Yibo laughed. Not loudly, but genuinely. When Xiao Zhan teased him, Yibo would look away, but the corners of his mouth betrayed him. And when Xiao Zhan simply stood beside him, Yibo's entire posture softened. Not scripted, not staged, just instinct. It was as if this one man, gentle, patient, bruised by the world, was the only person who could reach through the ice and find warmth. And that warmth wasn't temporary. It lingered, even after filming ended, even when they were apart, even when they were silent. Because when someone truly touches your soul, you change, whether you want to or not. Wang Yibo didn't become more talkative. He didn't start making public declarations. But he didn't need to. His transformation was quieter than that. He became soft for Xiao Zhan and only for Xiao Zhan. And that kind of love? That's not acting. That's real. Sometimes the most powerful love stories aren't captured by movie scripts or magazine covers. They happen in the shadows. In the quiet spaces between schedules. In the milliseconds when the world isn't watching. But the heart still is. Let's rewind to an unseen fancam moment that nearly slipped through the cracks. Xiao Zhan, exhausted after a long event, was caught standing alone backstage. His shoulders were slightly slumped, his eyes heavy with fatigue. Then, without a word, Wang Yibo appeared from behind. He didn't say anything, didn't smile, didn't perform. He simply placed a hand on Xiao Zhan's shoulder, firm, steady, grounding. That single touch lasted no more than 3 seconds. But the eye contact, the silence between them, it screamed with emotion. No media covered it. No headlines mentioned it. But the fans who saw it, they'll never forget. Or the time Xiao Zhan performed during his solo concert. Mid-song, he looked toward the front row VIP seat, the one left intentionally empty. His gaze lingered. His voice trembled. Later that night, a now-deleted post appeared on a private account. A photo of the concert stage lights with the caption, "You did well." There was no name, but everyone knew who it was for. Love doesn't always bloom under the spotlight. Sometimes it grows stronger in the dark, where no one can judge it, twist it, or try to tear it apart. And those hidden moments? They're not proof for the world. They're proof for each other. This is not just about romance. This is about emotional safety. Xiao Zhan, once broken by public scrutiny, found someone who never asked him to perform, to explain, or to pretend. He found someone who just stayed. And Wang Yibo? He found someone who allowed his quiet gestures to mean something. No pressure, no spotlight, just presence. They may never confirm anything. They may never post a picture together again. But what they have is visible. In the quiet moments between chaos, in smiles not meant for cameras, in lyrics shared across platforms like whispers. And maybe that's the realest kind of love. A love that doesn't need to shout. A love that just is. So, the next time you see Wang Yibo smile during a live stream, or Xiao Zhan pause for a second too long while holding his phone, ask yourself, is that coincidence? Or is that a message coded in silence made only for one person? Because sometimes the most beautiful love stories are the ones never told aloud. We hope this story touched your heart like it did ours. If you felt something real today, show your love by white heavy checkmark liking this video, white heavy checkmark subscribing to K-Star Insider, white heavy checkmark commenting below. Do you believe in love without words? Until next time, drama lovers, stay curious, stay kind, and always pay attention to the quietest stories, because those are the ones that often mean the most.